Second session of Sunday. I've been wrestling with Windows all day. We're making Unity builds for Windows, shuttling over to the laptop, playing them, finding different things that fail only in the Windows player build, and addressing them. Damn, it's not fun work. I really hate it. But here's the thing though. So I will get it done. It's probably gonna take another weekend. But it's getting to the end of my weekend, and it's dangerous for me to go back to day job tomorrow and be all kind of stressed out and feeling nasty about battles with Windows and things like that. So I want to end my game session or my game development session on a more pleasant note, just for my own mental health. I did make a ton of progress on the Windows player build. It's just like one stupid problem after another, and there's different people and different software companies I'm mad at. I'll never meet them. I didn't want to tell you what all the problems were. It's boring, and it'll just make me angry again. What I want to do with the rest of my session today, which will last a couple hours, something like that, just make another level. Or at least start on one. I don't know if I can do a whole one in 2 hours. But that's the kind of thing that makes me feel relaxed and good, is making levels. Instead of fiddling around with other people's weird black boxes. The most unsatisfying part of software development is figuring out other people's stupid shit. When you do your own, it's a lot more enjoyable. Okay, well, I mean, that's like where I'm at, after decades of it. It's the thing that's the least fun to do. Alright, so I'm not going to demo because I already demoed this morning. I'm just going to get into a new level. And it's going to be another basement level. Let's see. I do have it running on Windows, by the way. It's just there's an issue with the shader. Every change that I make, I have to take a few minutes to get it over with other laptop, and all the problems that come up, they are only visible to me inside of the log. So I have to add instrumentation to see if I can learn why it's not working. There's a lot of trial and error. So it's not good. It's not fun at all. Okay, bothering me text. Let's get a new level name. So I did all these guys. Now let's do the middle basement. Let's take the last one I did and make a copy of it. I'm really happy at how fast the game is running in the player, though. It's a nice thing that happens as a result of doing most of your development within the editor, is you don't get that little performance boost, so you sort of err on the side of making everything fast enough in the editor. So when you build the player, it's like it rewards you for all of the tuning to make it just good enough for the editor that was done. But yeah, it runs real fast inside the player. At least it does on the machines I've ran it on. Okay, middle basement. Save it. Okay, get rid of all this stuff, or almost all of it. So let me look at my list of ideas. I like this one because it's another one of those forced learning levels. Basically, in order for you to understand this linchpin, you'll have to understand how letter pads or block pads work. Vertical spelling I did. Okay. And this is also one where I can make a level that has a lot of layout variation to it from the other levels the player has seen. Can make it more horizontal instead of vertical. Did a lot of good refactoring today too. Just got pretty crisp on the locations of all my files and where I want them to be, stuff like that. Keep remembering things I want to add. Let's say preprocessor. Correct initial camera position to be over the player at starting offset. Okay. Okay, so the task will be to move a bunch of blocks all the way to the end of the level. No, I'll start it going the opposite direction because she's been facing north at the start of each level. Also, it wouldn't be bad to get away from this text box here, which will end up getting selected when at times I don't want it to be selected. So let's turn her around 180 degrees. Let's have the level build out in that direction. Also, I get to do a thing with flinging, which is fun. So there's sometimes when the thing that this universe does is so extreme that it's unexpected. Okay. and I've taken pains to make it extreme. I don't just take the kind of default built-in behaviors of the engine and add them to, or add on to them. You know, this thing was purposely built for certain actions to work certain ways. And one of the things is that if you fling, doesn't matter how far it is, you will be there instantly. Instantly. Let's widen this out a little bit. So I'll make it so that initially, if you want to see what the other end of the level looks like, you just fling yourself all the way down there. There'll be no obstacles in the way. And you still won't have an idea of how long this level is. I mean, it's going to go way the fuck down here. Way the fuck. Okay? If you walk, you'll see it all. If you fling, you'll be down here in an instant. It'll seem like you'll still have no idea how big this level is. So really, really far. Okay. Let's get some walls on the side. I made a version of this level once and I liked it. That might be like a few hundred. Is it? Let's see. Okay, 189. This is also probably a really good level to use the no strata on. I used to picture variations of this level in my mind when I was falling asleep. One of the things that I had in one of these sort of mental construct versions of the level was a happy face you could see the left side of, and then you would fling to the other side and you'd see the right side of the happy face. But again, you'd have no idea what was in the middle because you'd flung past it all. So if you walked through it, you'd see a big old stretched out happy face. I'm not going to do that here because it's just a little bit too meta to have a happy face in the middle thing. Yeah, it's just kind of fourth wallish. And that's not my thing for this game. Okay. I think let's pull it out just a little more. Alright, and I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate this top part, but there'll be some type of decoration along the top. But for now, I'll just leave that. Yeah, that's kind of a for last thing. Okay, let's get the egg on there. Alright. I want to encourage the player to go flinging at the very start, and I thought about how to do it. Let's get a floor going underneath this, raise her up. I think also I'm going to make this initial floor be I want to go 8 because I want it to be a bi-level thing. I don't want to have lots of extra levels to it, I don't think. It seems like it'd be good if I just go 2, 3, 4. Then let's have the egg go up. Okay. So I'm just gonna make like the strongest visual suggestion I can that the player should just go fling. Go ahead and fling. Fling in the direction you're pointing. I think if I add a little balcony type thing underneath her, I think that's gonna help with that. Okay. Behind her, because she will need to get back up here if she falls down. I'll put the stairs. And let's get symmetrical. Okay, so she'll be like that. There is a thing though. It's gonna face this way initially. That was the one downside of me setting this whole thing to go in the opposite direction it normally does. So it'll be facing that way. I have no idea why that camera angle isn't like that. Player cam. All right, let's just pre-process it. Try it out, just see what it looks like to start. Yeah, it's going to point her south. Maybe that's all right. It is variety. That part's good. I can have a little start of a platform down here that looks like this is where you want to fling to, and then when you try flinging to it, you just pass right over it. That could be the fake out. We'll have it start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think about 7. Because people have different displays, it'll show different amounts. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is a bit of a rule inside of Godkiller, or at least a convention for me to follow, that if there are any floor squares, you should be able to get to them. If there's any wall squares, you should not. This will be floor squares that maybe there's not much point in getting to them. They're really a trick to get you to fly past them, but I want them to be reachable if they're going to be floor squares. So let's go ahead and provide for some way of getting to them. And who knows, maybe I'll actually come up with something interesting to do with them. didn't make it big enough. Okay. Yeah, that's not quite right. Let's fix that. Let's see, what else could I do to make it just really hard to resist? I could put the bonus right there. And that means I gotta make some more difficult way of actually reaching this by walking upstairs or something along those lines. Yeah, I think I got it. I think bonus there is exactly what I want to do. So let's bring in the bonus. Put it right out there, big and stupid. Yeah, now it's almost like too obvious that you're supposed to go there. Like someone might say, nah, that's too obvious. But, well, whatever. If they don't go that way, it's not the end of the world. Okay, then I kind of like the idea of making this a little walled off room. I'm starting to get some ideas on how the player could arrive back here. That would be interesting. Okay, next thing is let's maybe throw some rails up here. The rails are again more of this encouragement to go south. So take that guy, close it off. Why will it not snap to the ground? Okay, there you go. Okay, and over here, let's throw some more rails on. Thinking backwards on this. Okay. So what I can have later on is kind of a secret high up place. You can walk over and drop down. Then you can get this. Or it could be a secret tunnel. I'm going to check it out in a minute and think about that. Let me finish with the rails. Rail southwest, southwest. There it is. What? Why does it not work? I don't know what happened, man. I do not know what happened. Like, every time I... was it like a deal where you gotta unpack it? I don't know. Alright. Well, next level I do that has a whole shit ton of rails, I'll figure it out. Okay. West there, west, west, west. Okay, we got east over on this one. Oh, I figured it out. I figured out what I want to do to let you get in. It's cool. It's cool. Better than the other things I thought of. No drop down. But we'll have a letter pad right here, and if you get enough blocks stacked up there, it will allow it to block your path if you fling south. And that'll be it. Okay, let me finish up the rails. These guys down here are a bit of a red herring. Blondington, what's going on? Oh, I'm doing good. There's a more difficult task that I took a break from and just went to making levels, which is like my relaxing game development task. But yeah, I was all day kind of screwing around with trying to get the player build to work on Windows. And it was not enjoyable, but it's something that's got to get done. I'm just towards the end of my day. I don't want to end my weekend all stressed out and show up to work the next day with that kind of feeling. So I just decided I'll do some level stuff. It's more enjoyable. It's your birthday. Kappa votes. Kappa votes. You're not a bot, are you? Did I already ask you this? I'm paranoid. If I don't, I think I remember you coming on once before. We didn't talk much or something. But if I don't recognize a name, I don't have that many visitors. It's almost 50% that it's a bot. I don't know what the real streamers do when they get going with lots of people coming in and chatting, and half of them are bots. I'm not sure like what the strategy is there. Yeah, congratulations for being a human being. Congratulations, Blondington. for having a birthday. And to celebrate Plunderton's birthday, I'm going to put something special, at least temporarily, into this level while I'm working on it. Because this is now a birthday celebration. So let's see, prefabs level. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Pillars. Oh, come on, where did I put it? Prefabs. Level. Banner. Well, I'm not saying it's going to stay in the final, but let's see. Here we go. There we go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Plunderton. Da-da! 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 Don't say I never did anything for you. Alright, got the corners on these guys. I made that. I will have to come clean and say I did not make that for you specifically. So the main character of the game, when she is born into this world for the first time, God has created a little room that he wants her to live inside of, and he's decorated a little bit to make it nicer for her, and he puts happy birthday banner up above her room because technically it is her birthday. She's born. She's 0 years old. That's why I had it lying around. Okay, so if I have a letter block here, you bet. Make this X. Okay, let's see what this looks like to start. Okay, so in theory it could show you bonus and entice you to go flinging. It's pretty good. And something else happened that was a bug. Okay. Get this other corner here. That'll be it for the rails for a bit. Thank you, sir. I worked hard on them. I said I don't need it to be realistic sound effects. The sound effects are mostly going to be instruments. So the idea is we'll entice the player to fling. They will fling all the way down to the end of this super long level. There's got to be something down here to catch them. And it will be this wall. Okay. Oops, not that one. Let's do floor. Kappa, do you make games? Oh, I meant just in general, but yeah, sure. Let's see. That's cool. Let's see. I agree, it is fun. Okay, let's put this over here. Let me see. My bridge, I want it to have. Let's do. I think a lot of them is fun. So let's do like 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. On the other hand, it's going to get repetitive with that many. Okay, so 16, we'll call it good. 16 is just fine. Okay, so you're getting some background in on the computer sciencey stuff, programming at school. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of people they start without that, and it's definitely a hard path. So the stuff I'm doing right now is just level design, because the engine, like almost all the coding's done on it. And I'm just kind of picking level design as a chill task for myself this particular evening, because I was starting to get stressed out a little bit. I was honestly starting to get stressed out, and I'm like, this is my weekend, and I can't be in this mode when I go back to work tomorrow, the day job work. This is personal moonlighting project that I'm on here. Alright, so these are going to be x's, all x. You know, it might be fun to make them something else though. I could do like nah, that'll imply like a wild card type behavior. Let's just say x. Yeah, I mean, I'm not bad at handling stress, but I gotta use my weekend in a way that will let me arrive at the day job chill, or the day job will totally kick my ass. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It looks like I got 15 of them. Let me double check that. 1 through 14 plus one more up top. Yeah, 15. Okay, there's 15. Okay, so you gotta get all those down here. Just line them up against the wall. Oh, that's the other thing I gotta check on. Do I have space for all of them? Well, I have to. It can be lined up over here. Okay, cool. All right. So you fling all the way down here. You probably won't be able to see that you're right next to the exit. But the X's will kind of clue you in that direction. It's probably a good place to put a big red light that makes things look red. Okay. So I'll use a convention on this particular level. That the walls will all be 2 high instead of 4. I'm like 2 ways into this thing. This whole light over here is going to be so dark. I think I can take the directional light and make it go straight down a little bit more. On the other hand, the directional light is its own sort of cue as to things to help you make sense of it. So maybe I should leave that alone. I will just add lighting wherever I need it. That's a lot to add, but I think I can do it. Or I can make most parts of this not be accessible, so you don't have to worry about it. Also, it's a good idea to have these be 2 high. There won't be as much shadow stuff to worry about. I'll show you my list. Okay, so I'm making puzzles here. I've made a lot of puzzles in my lifetime, just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. The type of puzzles that are my favorite have a linchpin, and the linchpin is that you you get, it seems like it's impossible until you figure out the one behavior to exploit, the one little trick, and then, oh, okay, we can do it. It's not that hard after all. And those linchpin moments when you're solving puzzles are extremely rewarding as the player. Much more so than sort of a brute force exploration of possibilities within the level. So I think of linchpins first. So earlier I was thinking about like all the different ways that a certain game element could be used, and then I wrote out ideas underneath. And for this one, using proximity letter paths to move letters across an expanse. That's the linchpin I'm building around. I have to set up that situation to cause the player to need to discover that linchpin or that behavior which allows them to succeed. Okay, so we'll need a few X blocks over there. But really, this is just going to be a big long thing with lots of stuff to move blocks around. All right. Let me just test this real quick. I suppose I should size this a little narrower. Okay. So here, I'm trying to make the player fling south, even though it's a bit of a trick. Oh, I've got this off by 1. Okay. Okay, so you get all the way down here. You see the X's. I do think it makes sense to remove some of these exits and get the exit to be down here. Let me see. Let me just take a look at this thing. Oh, that's weird. That's a Unity rendering strangeness. So it's like the shadow sometimes wants to be rendered, but not always. I don't know. That looks terrible. The fuck, man? Oh, I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Okay, so first thing first. We'll fix this. I got it lined up wrong. And back down here. Would like to get this in view, so let's not have quite so many of these X's. In fact, it's probably gonna be fine. Let's just do half of those. I believe 8, right? Okay, cool. Delete that. Snug these up. Then I want to see if is it updating the depth scan information each time. I'm not sure. Make sure I can fling through. There we go. Okay, here I can see the exit. That's a little better. Okay, cool. Need a stair going up there. Okay, now all this shit down here, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of stuff in between. I want it to be a little bit tricky to get blocks to this particular X marker, because that's the one that'll let you get the bonus. So I'm leaving a way to walk in here and get next to this X block, because it'll make it seem less obvious that I have to use this X blocks to get blocks up to here. In fact, I'll do that twice. Maybe I should just not have anything around this. Yeah, because that, well, let me not focus on that. That's probably something I should work in a little bit later. Okay, I'll have some blocks here. Not all of them, but some of them. So you get that X. Let's see, what are your options? You will be able to knock it north, up here a little bit. You won't be able to get over here. You'll go south, and west, and south again. Okay, so you can knock this guy south. It might be good to put one on the other side that has similar limitations. So then you'll have a challenge of moving both these blocks down different routes. Alright, let me play with these guys and see if I can, if it really does enforce keeping them to west and east sides. The thing I'm testing for is that when you destroy a block, you'll go to the nearest block pad. But I don't want this block to be able to go over to the east block pad and vice versa. So that looks fine. And for this guy, it seems like he's going to be doing fine too. Try far corner for them. Yep, works. And this is the trick here. I'll need 5 of the X's to come up enough that it will block a fling. And once that's done, the player can go back up here. Happy birthday! Fling that way, but instead of coming all the way south, they'll get caught on the stack of 5 X's over here. All right. 2 down, 6 to go. What do you think about the different things that are possible for sending south? So I can go south here. I can go south here. There's also a fun one up here. If I can just go north, bam, bam. No, actually I can't. So I've got 2 paths here. Straight down or right and then down, or east and south. This one, this one is only got one way, just down this corridor here. Okay, so I think the more interesting path for this guy is going east and south. So let me create a dead end. Have to be careful though. It can be a dead end, but it has to be closer to this block pad than the one down here. So let's go boom. Oops. Okay, so it goes to here. Let's see if I can get it just a little bit closer. Okay. So then we'll just kind of keep picking up blocks as we go south. Let's see what's next here. Let's have a stopping point for the block. put another block pad down here. Okay, the trick for these guys is getting them past this block pad. So I can give it a way to knock the blocks north. Tell me. Really tall tower, yeah. The engine is quite well suited to very tall towers. I love making them. The only way up is stairs. You got a lot of stair climbing to do. But what's the challenge? Is it just like just a lot of stairs to walk up, or is there some kind of puzzle or something? Okay. Let's see. Well, there's another game I played a lot of. Called Manifold Garden. Okay. And there was some level. See if I can find one. Okay, just imagine this level. Okay, so this level, you see like this stair down here. Oh, sorry, I need to squeeze in a little bit. Like if you're on this stair, it's the same place as right here. So you can keep on walking up and up and up and up and up, and it's infinite. Eventually you'll just get to the same place that you're at already. I still would do it just because it was so pretty and it was fun to look at, and you know. So if there's like optional things like that where it's interesting to go up just a whole hell of a lot of stairs, I might include them. But if it's like a mandatory thing a player needs to do, then there's got to be something more to it than just being patient. But there's still different ways to enjoy a level, depending on or a game, and sometimes you have something that's just kind of cool to experience. It could be just climbing up a really, really tall tower. But I wouldn't want to annoy players with it, though. Alright. So here the idea is that if I want to collect this one and not have it just return back to this pad, I have to push it up to the right, back down, and then next time I destroy it, it'll go to this pad. I'll be able to collect 2 that way. Now you're just being sadistic. Alright, let me test this part out. This stops me from going any further south that way. Puts it back there. That's cool. Oh, little depth scan error there. So that's funny, but it's probably a bad game. Alright, so destroy this one, should pop up there, good. I've got depth scan problems. You know what? Pre-process the level. Here we go. Further along that way. Okay, I know one thing I want. The halfway mark will have an impassable wall. So if you get all the way down here, I'll have a block pad on either side. One there, one over here. So if you want the blocks to get from north to south, you gotta push them off to the east and destroy them. If you want them to go the other way, then push them to the west and destroy them. Okay. I have so much stuff in between to fill in. Okay. So one thing I can do with this space, this is similar to the idea you're talking about, requiring just a lot of just patient walking. Because because I want the player to, for their bonus, to get 5 blocks over here on the X. In order to do that, they have to somehow figure out how to get a whole bunch of blocks up here. So I could make a place in the middle of the space that you have to walk to figure this out. Alright, so there's going to be 8 blocks total. I can say you got to move 3 blocks here, which allows for a path going north way up here. And then I'll put a catch point. Halfway in between. Okay. So if want it to land here. Okay, that will work. This one will be a little bit lower. I'll put a block pad very precisely positioned right here. Okay, knock all the blocks up this way. And so let me see. I will need a minimum of 4 blocks to get 1 block over here. Let me add 1 more block. Let's see how my bonus works. So this is the trick. You have to walk a little ways, and then you might notice oh, wait a minute. Dang it. Ah. Why is it not friggin' figuring out that it needs... Let me see my console. What's up with this? Okay. Pre-process the level. Okay, that's better. Okay, got 2 blocks there. Okay. So then, alright, this is the thing that you're probably gonna miss. I suppose you might find it though. Okay, this is alright though. Yeah, let me get on the other side so I can get that other block. Okay, now it's there. Okay, it doesn't quite work yet. Oh no, it could. Like this. Okay, then I gotta go back and get this one. Let's just go over here. Oh, I've got it placed too far? Is that what's up? Yeah. Huh. It's a stupid shadow. Maybe while I'm making the level, I'll just bring the ambient light up. Or it might be a setting I want to keep, I don't know. Does that do anything right away? No? Huh. Alright, let's just see what happens. Okay. Okay, lighting. Directional light. Rotation. Straight down. Yeah, that's what I'll do for now. Okay. Okay, move over there. And yet the directional light pointing straight down is really hard to look at. I'm gonna put it back. Yeah, just do that for now. Okay, cool. Save that. Okay, so there. That's how you do it. Okay, cool. So I go bam, bam, and then that gives me an ability to make this come up here, and then I go, what? Oh, that's right. That's right. So my rules, by the way, it's not a COVID cough. Alcohol and weed. That's what it is. Scratches up my throat, makes it itchy. Okay. So my rules are that anything on a different height is farther away than anything on the same height. So we'll go all the way back to there. Thanks, EB. But I could say, no. Actually, I could put a gap that comes up through. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. It's also much more subtle. Okay. Just to help me keep track of where it's supposed to go. Choose this guy. Alright. So then okay. So then I go back to here, grab some more wall. What was that? Okay, so that. And oops. This guy comes down here. This is going to be a pretty good bonus puzzle. Okay. And let's try that. I think it gives me a weird way to get the blocks up to this guy. Go north or south? Cool. South. That's what I want. Okay. So then this guy all the way down there. Okay, that's 2. Stopped on. What did stop on? Ah, friggin' depth scan errors. What the hell? Anyways, it would have gone. Okay, the depth scan didn't run. I'll fix that later. I know how to get that to go though. Okay, so it would come up here, bam, and then I could smash it over there. All right. So what else? What else? God, I gave myself so much room to put puzzles in, but man, that's going to be a lot. I might just leave this empty. I could add a little more in. Alright, so this guy's coming south. I do like the idea. This is sort of like a... It's too far to walk. Don't even mess around with that. Just fling through. Like, why are you even trying to walk across that? That kind of thing. You don't need to. You definitely don't need to. Might encourage the player to think in terms of flinging as an alternate node space, which is something this whole level is trying to teach you, actually. Like if you're up here, it's no big deal to go down to the very far end of the level. It's no big deal if things are a long ways, you just go there quick. So maybe this empty space here is a good thing. Some subset of psychology, yeah. But maybe one of the most relevant parts is dopamine, neurochemistry. So if you try to do something hard and then you succeed, you get a little neurochemical reward for it. And if it's too hard, then maybe there's no fun at all in it. So I suppose that's probably the applicable psychology to puzzle games. Make it a little bit hard. But yeah, it's like I do want them to learn things about this world and how it works, and usually when you learn something and make use of it, there's a nice little hit of dopamine right there. Okay, so here's the wall, the mid wall. I've got how many blocks in play now? 1, 4. I got 4 blocks. So I need 4 more blocks on the other side. Do I want to do anything else with this space? I don't need to. I can add more in later if I choose to. I should start working on the other space. So the thought is then, after you get all the blocks on this side, you would go back up the top and fling to the south and come back up north to continue your block pushing. So for that, let's start getting some more walls and stuff. Though I've only got about 15 more minutes, I'm gonna start cooking some steaks for me and my wife. Watch some SNL. Bam. Okay. So, okay, here's the thing I'll do. I'll say to the player, I'll give you a choice with all your blocks over here. You can push them south against an obstacle. Or you can push them west and potentially go much further with them. But it won't be clear right away which is better. There will be another point down here. Let's see, maybe I'll give them another fork too. So I could say, okay, you can go here, you can push them south, and you can push them west or east, and there'll be more than one block pad. I think the middle one, this will be the nice one to get to. This is the one that they really want to get their blocks to. So I'll give them 3 choices, and the hardest one will be the best one. Okay. The only thing is, if they move further down here, oh, I know. I have to have some way for the blocks to be forced to go back north. So I think how to do that. That's pretty easy, actually. So for that, Blunnington, good to have your company. Happy birthday. Way to do this, and it'll just make a really kind of crazy thing where it gets them close, but it's actually not helpful at all. It'll come all the way down, and I can be right next to the place where you ultimately want to get to, but it's just no good. It's just no good. This is like a garbage way to go. And to give them a way out of this, basically a U-turn, all I gotta do is put a block pad down at the bottom that lets them push back up. Okay, so but if that knocks it back up, and I don't want to go against this wall though. I mean, that would just be mean. If it goes against the wall, then they would have to knock them back over here, then go all the way back around, move them over here again. That's too mean. This is the early days. Can save that kind of really tricky stuff for later. So let's give them a catch point. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so from here, It's not bad to maybe throw another block down here. This one won't be on a block pad. Okay. This one is the good one. This one here is the crappy one. I need to not make this too much trickier than it is. Okay, I'll have this one deposit out into the same kind of dead end type thing. In order for the player to be able to push it that way. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay, so let me go put a wall down there. Okay, so this is the good one. I should be able to get from here one more block. So that brings me up to 5 blocks so far. Oh, we're right at the end too. Need to have one block in here and it should not be able to get out. No, it should be able to get out. Everything needs to be able to get out in order for the bonus to work. Okay. So we'll say if I want to allow the player to get out, then let's see. I can push it over here. That's fine. Now I do want one block stuck in here. It has to be stuck in there because it forces the destination of all the blocks to be inside of here. So I have to rethink how to fix my bonus puzzle for that. I know how. We'll make one block up here you can get to after you've built this bridge. If you do that, then I can take away that X. Okay, but this high up position needs to not give any particular advantage to the puzzle. Okay, so let's see. Knock that, I'll go flying all the way to the far corner. You can follow it after if you want. And come down that corner, move it through. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more blocks. This one doesn't count for making these. I do need something that keeps this in here, so let's get a block pad. Oh, but as soon as I bring these other pieces in, they can't come out. Okay. So maybe I just need 8 more blocks over here. I just need 8 blocks total here. Or the other thing I could do. No. I think that's probably the best solution. Because there'll be 8 stuck in here. And you'll have 8 new ones to play with over here. Somebody might mistake this for a red herring because they'll count these. They'll say, oh, there's 8 blocks there, but there's no way I can use them in here. Huh. Alright, so then let's get the block pad that keeps all the blocks in here once they've made it through. Also probably want some rails there to keep these guys from going that way. Alright, so that's that. I need just a couple more blocks. Let me just put them in a few. You know what I can do? Just put them in a few different places. I don't have to be real clever about every single placement. So I do want to give the player a few things that are just kind of easy. Not that hard. especially since this is like the first half hour or so of the game. Maybe less even than that. Don't want to require them to walk out in the middle spaces. Okay, so let me see how solvable that is. Preprocess of the level. Gives me 5. I think I got them all from the north side. Let's go to the south. Oh, fuck. Because I made this block of 8 here, it's already spelling XXX. Okay, that's okay. I'll fix that after a bit. Okay, do the easy ones. If I go this way, doesn't matter. Ah! Stupid. What the hell? Ah, God damn it. Alright, so what was the deal with this? Well, it's not gonna work. Just gonna go through. Don't know why. That code has worked for a long, long time. Weird. Oh, because yeah, this one's closer. Okay, you gotta get all the way down to the bottom, and then you get that there. All right. So how many do I got there? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. And I don't need to build them against the wall. I can build them vertically. So that'll work for that. Okay. So it is true that I can't get through here. Oh, I could get some out. I could. Okay, so I want to build some walls that just make it so you can't do this. Yeah, alright. Anyways, let's play with these guys up on top. See what I can do with those. Alright. If I come back over here. There's my stockpile. Irritating. Alright, and that makes the gate come on. Okay, cool. Gosh, that's a mess. Alright, see what I can do with these. Oh, it's steak time though. I probably should have made one level. It was just moving just a bunch of blocks in a very straightforward way. So that's just fun. Just fun. It's like you need them all. Just get them all down. I probably should have done that. This level, it might be one that where I should yeah, this level's feeling advanced to me, so I may need to save it and put it maybe further into the game. I don't know. Thinking about it. Screwed up a couple of these. All right. Oh, yeah, I get some steak going. All right, stopping the stream with great reluctance. But I gotta get some dinner and make my wife happy, make me happy. Alright. Thanks for anyone lurking, anyone who joined. Evasive. Pondy Tenari took off. Stopping the stream. Thanks very much. See you later.